Let's get right into it. Number 1. Chocolate is basically a sneaky espresso shot. Picture this. You're all cozy, Netflix autoplaying that show you swore you'd quit, and you decide to treat yourself with a few innocent squares of chocolate. Sweet, soothing, romantic, right? Nope. Congratulations, you just caffeinated yourself like it's Monday morning at Starbucks. See, chocolate doesn't just have sugar, it has caffeine and theobromine. Translation? Your brain is suddenly like, let's rehearse every embarrassing thing you've ever said in middle school instead of sleeping. It's like your nervous system took a Red Bull and said, sure, let's tango at 2 a.m. The cruel part? Chocolate's caffeine content is sneaky. A couple of ounces of dark chocolate can actually rival a shot of espresso. Oh, and theobromine? It sounds like a fancy cologne, but really it's just a chemical that keeps your heart rate elevated, exactly what you don't want while trying to pass out. So yeah, that just one piece of dark chocolate before bed might explain why you're staring at the ceiling, overthinking your boss's weird tone in that email. Basically, eating chocolate before bed is like inviting an over-caffeinated squirrel into your brain. And you know squirrels don't chill. Number 2. Cheese the dream dealer. You didn't ask. 4. Imagine forgetting how normal dreams work because your midnight grilled cheese decided to drop some psychedelic DLC into your REM cycle. Yeah, dairy is shady like that. Here's the scoop. Cheese is loaded with tryptophan, an amino acid that's supposed to make you calm and sleepy. Sounds perfect, right? Wrong. Because while you drift off, the saturated fats are busy making your digestive system work overtime like it's hosting a rave at 1 a.m. Your gut's like, oh, you wanted rest? Too bad. Here's heartburn and some funky nightmares about your ex marrying Shrek. Some studies even link dairy, especially cheese, to bizarre dreams. And let's be honest, nobody wants to wake up sweating because your subconscious decided to cast Nicolas Cage as your high school math teacher. So yeah, that warm, melty bedtime snack? It's less lullaby and more chaos button. Cheese isn't just a food, it's a dream DJ with zero chill. Number 3. Spicy foods your stomach's midnight fire alarm. So you thought a plate of late-night hot wings was a good idea? Cute, because now your body is about to turn into a broken smoke detector that won't shut up. Spicy foods crank up your core body temperature, and guess what your brain needs for sleep? A nice, steady cool down. But no. You decided to unleash a jalapeno inferno inside your torso, so instead of dozing off, your body's busy sweating like it just signed up for CrossFit against its will. On top of that, spicy food messes with digestion, which means instead of peacefully dreaming, you're wide awake negotiating with your stomach like it's a toddler in a grocery store aisle. Please just chill. Number. Okay, fine, take the car keys. And the dreams? Oh, they get wild. People report more vivid, chaotic dreams after eating spicy stuff before bed. Translation. Your buffalo wings might turn your REM cycle into a low-budget horror movie. Basically, eating spicy food at night is like sending your body a Slack notification labeled, urgent, do not sleep. Number 4. Tomatoes the red flag on your pizza. You ever notice how pizza tastes like heaven at 11 p.m. but feels like regret at 3 a.m.? Yeah, you can thank tomatoes for that. These innocent-looking red blobs are loaded with acid, which is basically like pouring battery juice straight into your esophagus when you're horizontal. Here's the sciencey bit. Tomatoes can trigger acid reflux, and acid reflux at night is just pure evil. Your body's trying to sink into dreamland, but your esophagus is screaming, surprise, here's lava. It doesn't matter if it's spaghetti sauce, salsa, or that healthy tomato juice your aunt swears by it's all a ticking reflux bomb if you down it before bed. And reflux isn't just uncomfortable, it literally interrupts your sleep cycles. So instead of deep, restorative sleep, you're tossing and turning like a rotisserie chicken. Add the bloating and weird stomach gurgles, and you've got yourself a midnight concert you didn't buy tickets for. So yeah, that late-night slice? Delicious in the moment. But tomatoes are basically sleep's worst enemy disguised as comfort food. Pizza might give you joy, but it'll also give you insomnia with extra toppings. Number 5. Citrus fruits vitamin C. But at what cost? Oranges, grapefruits, lemons sounds healthy, right? Like the food pyramid just gave you a high five. But your sleep schedule? It's giving you side-eye. Citrus fruits are loaded with natural acids. You know what acid does when you're lying down? It climbs back up your throat like it's trying to escape Shawshank. Acid reflux city, baby. And if you think, oh, but orange juice is healthy before bed, then congrats, you just signed up for heartburn and a side of restless tossing. But it's not just reflux. Vitamin C itself can actually make your brain feel a little too perky. Some people even use vitamin C to stay awake on road trips. So drinking OJ at night is basically tricking your nervous system into pulling an all-nighter with zero benefits. So yeah, enjoy your citrus, but maybe don't chug lemonade while brushing your teeth at 11 p.m. That combo is just sleep sabotage with extra sass. Number 6. French fries, salt, oil, and betrayal. French fries are like that friend who hypes you up at the bar but abandons you when the bill comes. Sure, they're comforting and addictive, but eat them before bed and watch your body stage a mutiny. The problem? Salt and fat. Salt messes with your fluid balance, which means you might wake up at 3 a.m. dying of thirst like you just walked the Sahara. And the oil? Oh, that's just your digestive system working double shifts, making your body feel like it's running a midnight factory. Worse, greasy foods like fries slow down digestion, so instead of powering down, your stomach's still chugging along while you're trying to snooze. That's why you wake up feeling like you got hit by a truck even though all you did was eat fries and pass out watching TikToks. Basically, bedtime fries are the edible equivalent of texting your ex. It feels amazing in the moment, but you'll pay for it in regret and heartburn. Number 7. Red meat. The heavyweight champion of sleepless nights. So you thought a juicy steak at 9 p.m. was treating yourself? Cute. Because your digestive system is about to clock in for an overtime shift it did not sign up for. Red meat is protein-packed and fat-loaded, which basically means your stomach has to work harder than a college kid cramming for finals. Instead of relaxing, your body's spending the night grinding away at that ribeye like it's trying to win an Olympic medal in digestion. And digestion takes energy, aka the exact opposite of sleep. Even worse, red meat can mess with your circadian rhythm. Studies suggest heavy meals late at night delay melatonin production, the hormone that tells your brain it's bedtime. So yeah, that late-night burger is literally gaslighting your brain into thinking it's still party time. The result? Shallow, broken sleep. You might technically be asleep, but your body's working so hard you wake up feeling like you wrestled a bear. Spoiler, the bear won. So the next time you're tempted to grill at midnight, just remember your steak isn't a snack, it's a sleep heist. Number 8. Ice cream. The sweet assassin in your freezer. Ah, ice cream. The comfort food of heartbreak, Netflix binges, and just one more bite lies. But here's the catch. Ice cream at night is basically sleep sabotage disguised as vanilla swirl. First off, sugar. Tons of it. Sugar spikes your blood glucose, which feels awesome for about 20 minutes. Then, crash. But not the good kind where you drift off peacefully, the ugly kind where your brain ping-pongs between hyper and exhausted like a broken Roomba. Second, dairy again. Remember cheese? Same deal. Lactose plus fat equals digestive chaos. But ice cream adds cold temperature into the mix, which makes your body work even harder to process it. That pint of Ben & Jerry's isn't lulling you to sleep, it's throwing a rave in your gut. And let's not forget the dreams. People swear sugar before bed leads to bizarre, movie trailer-level nightmares. So if you suddenly dream about fighting aliens with SpongeBob, maybe blame the cookie dough flavor. Basically, ice cream isn't dessert, it's a bedtime betrayal with sprinkles. Number 9. Coffee. Flavored anything your brain's worst gaslight. This one should be obvious, but apparently it's not. Coffee-flavored desserts, coffee ice cream, even those fancy chocolate-covered espresso beans, they still have caffeine. Surprise, the worst part? Your brain doesn't realize you just caffeinated yourself. You think you're safe because it's just dessert. But caffeine has no chill. Even tiny amounts can stick around in your bloodstream for up to 6 hours. So that tiramisu at 8 p.m.? Yeah, it's why you're still staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., counting imaginary sheep that look suspiciously like your boss. And here's the kicker. Some of these coffee-flavored foods have more caffeine than an actual cup of coffee. It's like being betrayed by dessert itself. So next time you order that espresso martini or grab a mocha cupcake after dinner, don't say I didn't warn you. Your brain will be wide awake, scrolling through regrets like it's doom-scrolling Twitter. Basically, coffee desserts are like your toxic ex. They seem sweet, but you'll lose sleep over them literally. Number 10. Sugary cereals, the cartoon villain in your pantry. You know those neon-colored cereals that come with a cartoon mascot screaming at you from the box? Yeah. Those are basically sleep grenades. Sure, pouring a bowl at midnight feels comforting like childhood nostalgia in crunchy form. But in reality, you just gave your bloodstream a roller coaster ticket. Here's what happens. Sugar spikes your blood glucose like a rocket launch. You feel amazing for about 10 minutes. Then, crash. But instead of sinking into sleep, your body panics. Heart rate up, cortisol, that stress hormone, sneaking in, and suddenly your bedtime snack is making you feel like you just drank 3 Mountain Dews. And the dreams? Oh, they get weird. Ever tried sleeping after inhaling a bowl of Fruit Loops? Enjoy waking up at 3 a.m. because you were chased through a grocery store by Tony the Tiger. Basically, late-night cereal is just breakfast cosplaying as insomnia fuel. The mascot on the box isn't smiling, he's laughing at your sleep schedule. Number 11. Alcohol, the fake friend who ghosts you at 2 a.m. Ah yes, the nightcap. A little wine, a little whiskey, surely it helps you sleep, right? Well, kind of. Alcohol is like that flaky friend who hypes you up for a night out, then leaves you stranded when it's time to get home. Here's the truth. Alcohol does make you fall asleep faster, but the sleep you get? Trash. It wrecks your REM cycle, aka the good, dream-filled, brain-recharging part of sleep. So while you might pass out quickly, you're basically skipping the mental deep clean your brain needs every night. That's why after a few drinks you wake up at 4 a.m., thirsty, sweaty, and confused like you accidentally signed up for a sauna subscription. Add in the dehydration, the bathroom trips, and the low-key hangover brewing. Yeah, not exactly restorative rest. So if you think a glass of wine before bed is harmless, just remember, alcohol doesn't tuck you in, it pulls the covers off and steals your pillow. Number 12. Energy drinks, the nuclear bomb of bad ideas. If you're cracking open a Monster or Red Bull before bed, then honestly, what are you doing with your life? That's like lighting fireworks in your living room and asking why the neighbors are mad. Energy drinks are loaded with caffeine, sugar, and sometimes sneaky stimulants like guarana or taurine. Translation? They're designed to keep you awake, wired, and maybe questioning your life choices at 3 a.m. But the real villain here is the half-life of caffeine. Chug an energy drink at 7 p.m., and half that caffeine is still in your bloodstream at 1 a.m. Your brain's like, cool. Let's reorganize the spice rack and rethink every conversation you've ever had. And if you somehow do fall asleep, good luck. The sugar crash will yank you awake like a faulty alarm clock, leaving you groggy and miserable. Basically, energy drinks before bed aren't just dumb, they're self-sabotage in a can. That's all for today. But trust me, the next one will mess with your brain even more. Subscribe so you don't miss it.